Hello, hello. Welcome to Table Dreams Mastermind on Sunday. Today is August 27th. It is 7:04, and today we have Susana, Delina, Kimberly, Angela, and Bill on. And the topic that I chose for tonight was a message that my son wrote to me after he watched a 2-hour video of Mark Harbour and how to create your YouTube channel. It had me in tears because I don't want to say my kid got kicked out of school. I'm not going to say that. I removed him because he had ADD and learning challenges that even a private school says, sorry, we can't help you. You need to homeschool your kid. We cannot help your kid. Your kid, basically they were saying, the way I interpret it, your kid is useless. And he sat for 2 hours and wrote notes, and he left me a note saying, Mom, understand this. Successful people feel the fear, but do it anyways. I'm like, man, you're telling me that my kid is not smart? You're telling me that you can't help him? I'm like, you know what? There's something that you can't tell about my kid is that my kid's going to do something. It just doesn't follow your program. And I'm so thankful for MLSP and what it brings to the table, not just to help us grow as marketers, but that there are kids out there that are able to sit when they can't sit at school, but they're willing to sit through a Mark Harbour 2-hour video to learn how to YouTube so that they can share their knowledge of Legos, right? And he's like, Mom, Mark Harbour says I need a strategy. Mom, Mark Harbour says, what are his little notes? He goes, Mark Harbour says that I need to find something that is going to resonate. He wrote these notes, and the teacher says, your son does not have the writing capacity of a 3rd grade kid. And he has freaking notes right there. And it's MLSP of us doing it every single day, showing up, that our kids will show up. And what we have, other people out there need it. And so that is what we're talking about. We're talking about whatever that fear is, whatever that thing holds us back, that we need to show up every single crazy day to let people know, regardless of what we do and what people say, we're going to show up anyway and put on that smile and market our booties off because people are watching. With that said, we're going to welcome Joseph, the other founder of this group. Mr. Joseph, how are you?
I'm doing phenomenal. You know, I feel like a giant Miss Sadie.
That's right. That's right.
Up. It's good to see everybody here this Sunday. Got a couple of new faces. We got Miss Kimberly. She's tuning in with us for the first time.
Yes, yes. And so, Delene, okay, so in short, I want you guys to introduce yourself. Susana, in 2 minutes, tell us about yourself and your goal of what you want to accomplish in your marketing.
Well, I'm working on rebranding myself, and so going back over everything that I've done thus far. I have a Facebook page and a fan page and a Twitter page and a YouTube channel. And I've got some videos out there, not with me on there. I did video editing and put some stuff together that I like, that's pretty creative and on the subject of attraction marketing.
Excellent.
And I want to connect a lot of dots. Just real quickly. I don't want to make excuses, but I want your son to be my coach, okay?
You know what? He's a good teacher. Yeah. There's kids that come up to him and he just explains it so easy.
Yeah, I think I need him. This is, you know that I was going to sign up for the one-on-one coaching mentorship. And at the end of Live the Dream 8, I spoke to one of the people that was, handling the financing and the application and everything. I told her that I had some fear about not having, like maybe if I came up with the money, would I have the money to pay my rent later? But that I really felt that this would help me and that I really needed it. And she said, well, take a couple of weeks and think about it. I'll make it work for you. and I'll get you in if in a couple weeks, because I was going to go home, look at all my bank accounts and savings and stuff going in.
Susanna, did you take the plunge?
Well, this is what happened. I've sent her voicemail. I sent her, I don't have her phone number, but I messaged her like a couple times, 2 or 3 times, and she has never replied to me. And like I have, like all I have is this conversation between me and her.
Send a ticket.
What?
Send a ticket.
I'll send a ticket next.
Yeah, send a ticket.
Yeah, I think I told you that I fell, and when I fell, I hit my head really hard, and so actually for the last 2 weeks, I've been going to the doctors a lot. I'm seeing a lot of different doctors for various things, and anyway, like chiropractic and acupuncture and a naturopathic doctor. And the naturopathic doctor wants me to see some other doctors.
So I'm gonna stop you from going down. Hold on. I'm gonna stop you from the rabbit hole. Let's go back. We'll go to that's backstory because I want everybody to share. So you're rebranding yourself, and I love you, and I do this because I get on backstories a lot, but we want to respect everybody's time and give everybody time. So you're rebranding yourself, and you want to connect the dots. What is the next dot? Because there's many dots in a chain. What is the next dot that we can help you get to?
It's fine.
Well, honestly, if I had a one-on-one coach, I would ask them if they would go over what I've got out there. I want to have somebody give me feedback and say what they think, where I should go, where I should go next. And
Perfect. So I'll say this: Joseph, Angela, myself, Bill, Lyndon. Find one that resonates with you and connect with us, because we can help you connect the dots. So Joseph, whichever one you feel connected with, Joseph, myself, Angela, Bill, Lyndon, and connect, and we can help you find that next dot. Okay?
Right.
All right. So let's go with Delina. Am I saying your name right?
No, ma'am. It's Delina.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, ma'am.
Okay, it's okay.
I like that name.
Delina. It's funny. This guy called me. I was at Live the Dream, and he goes, Sadie, you suck at pronouncing people's names. And my old self, I call it BC, before Christ self, would have socked him in the face. I would have straight up socked him in the face and deleted him from my page. But instead, I said, you know what? I'm not perfect, and it's okay. And
Right.
if it takes me a year, I will practice until I get it right. So I'm going to write it phonetically. D, Lina or Lina?
Elina. It's a long I.
Lina. Like Carolina, but Lina.
Right.
Lina. Okay, gotcha. All right, perfect.
Long as I'm not mad at you, you can say it. I don't care how you say it.
All right, so same question for you. How can we help you with your marketing?
Well, I'm new at marketing. I do this and I do this other business, and I'm trying to get more leads for it. And I'm just learning my way around the marketing. So I'm learning.
Perfect. And what industry is that business that you want more leads for?
Oh, I do World Ventures, and the business is Dream Trip. Yeah.
Okay, so travel. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Excellent. Travel. All right. Cool. I'm just taking notes. I take people's notes because then I hold you guys accountable to that. Okay, Miss
There's
Kim.
so much content you can do around.
Can we call you Kimmy? Oh, look, there's a cross on my head. I got the crosshairs. Watch out.
Yeah.
Kim, Miss Kim, Kimberly, Kimmy, Kimmer. What do you go by?
A lot of things.
Just not late for dinner.
Some people call me Kentucky because I'm from Kentucky.
And we can do that.
Yeah. So most people call me Kim or Kimmy.
All right. So
I don't have that
Kentucky, I like that. I might just call you Kentucky. I think that just stuck.
Over here so Big Daddy can help.
Kentucky. So Miss Kentucky, I want to get you a crown that says Miss Kentucky. A sash.
I would wear it.
Get you connected with Austin Zuloff. He's a Kentucky boy and now a top earner.
Oh, nice. So Miss Kentucky, what is one marketing thing? How can we help you?
I think I just need to learn how to reach out to people and create more leads.
Okay. Hi, simple.
Reach out to more people.
Good
Okay.
night.
Awesome. Joseph, what is one way Kim can reach out to more people?
Facebook Live.
Yes.
Boom.
Facebook Live.
Yes. Oh man, that's my money maker shaker, man. If I was a stripper, I'd be rich. Oh,
Gotta go live.
gotta go live. I'll let Joseph talk about it. I'll tell you, all my clients have been from Facebook Live. Nothing else has really worked, but Facebook Live has been bringing
when
it
you-
in.
Go live.
Yep. So, Mr. Joseph, please touch on that base. And Mr. Bill, be ready on standby.
Yeah, so everybody, once again, Kimberly, she is one of the latest and greatest members of this awesome group we have. Earlier, me and her, we actually did a one-on-one strategy session. So I went and dealt with her as far as telling her different Facebook marketing strategies she could use with My Lead System Pro. So me and her, and I'm going to tell the whole group what we talked about earlier. But me and her, we decided that Facebook Live is going to be a great thing for her to do to get out of obscurity and get in front of more people who need some product, service, and overall who needs her. So what we agreed upon, and I'm saying this for the whole group, what we agreed upon is she's going to do a minimum of 2 live streams per week, and just put herself out there, brand herself, and just do that every single week. So I'm holding her accountable to that, and that's going to be the game plan for us.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Now, Bill, I'm calling Bill out, and I want to say hey to Lyndon, and I want to say hi to Mr. Michael. I appreciate you.
What's up?
So, Bill did his first, I think he went on Periscope because he hangs out on Twitter. And tell us about that experience. And you stepped out because it was something that you did not want to do, and you stepped out and you did your first live video.
Where you going? I was on it. I watched this live. It was awesome.
What was the mindset? Because it's all mindset, my friends. To get in front of a camera.
Okay, you need to come back and bring the card.
It's the mindset.
You had it all day.
So, Bill, share with us mindset about going live, generating leads.
Okay, it was quite an experience because, when you hold somebody accountable like you guys did, and just say do it, then it actually took me a while. It took me a few hours preparing. I went for a walk. I was like, I wrote the stuff down. It was a list of 10 things, and I did 5 in one video, and then I did in one Periscope, and then I did another 5 in another Periscope like a few weeks later. Quotes from some great minds throughout history, and what they mean in business in our lives. And it's just like when you go live, I did that even before video. It's just like you realize how easy it is once you do it, because you're telling your audience, your mind pours out. You don't have to prepare. You don't have to worry about how you look or if you know what you're talking about, because you really do. And it was an incredible experience. I was just like, afterwards, I was like, wow, that's amazing. So that's what it takes is, just feel the knowledge within you come out. And when you explain, to your audience how you feel and why these quotes or whatever you're talking about will resonate with you, it will make a huge difference. They will really appreciate you, and it felt great. Once you do it for a while, then you want to continue doing it. You're not like, right. Oh, okay, is it almost over? No, you can go on for like another few minutes if you want.
Yeah.
I've done really long ones.
So I was about to call you out, Angela. Get some feedback. Jump in on this.
Facebook Live has made my business. The bottom line, I am starting to do a lot. I'll do lives, and then I'll do a story type longer post with more content in it, because some people do like to read, some people would rather watch the video. So I do both now. But I will attest, Facebook Live, it built my business and it took a while. It really started going up whenever I started getting vulnerable and showing emotion, talking about because
you share your personal struggle and journey throughout.
Right.
And that's what people want to connect with. And I'm going to call Lyndon out.
And it's okay to like get emotional, get mad about something, or get excited, or even like get like teary-eyed when you're talking about things. It's okay, but people like to see that. I actually have a PDF. It's connected to a funnel, but I'll be glad to post just the PDF itself. I've got 31 subjects you can go live on, ideas for 31, and then like 7 or so kind of catchy titles. I'll be glad to post it in a group. It's like those people that just don't know what to talk about yet. An industry generic. You insert your industry here, type of deal.
Awesome.
So I'll post it in a group.
Perfect.
It won't be a funnel. It won't be a funnel. It'll just be the actual PDF.
I know Angela's daughter jumps in on her lives and contributes.
My daughter, she's in 3rd grade too, and she does mindset coaching for athletes, for like little like
gymnasts.
She loves it. I mean, she gets all up in my mindset that I do.
Yeah, they're watching. They're watching. They're listening. Lyndon, I'm going to call you out. If you can unmute yourself. So Lyndon has put out a strategy after Live the Dream where he's going live I see on my phone about 4 or 5 times a day, sharing his journey. Now, what is awesome about live that I discovered, and I know those that are doing it, is that people will connect with you in a whole different level because it's that face-to-face contact. And when they're being called out on your live, hey, Angela, thanks for coming in. So-and-so, thanks for coming in. People want to be heard, and they want to know that somebody cares. And when you're hitting those pain points of the problems that they're facing, and you let them know that you truly care, what is that saying? They don't care until they know that you care, I think is the saying. But Lyndon has, oh my gosh, some great tips and strategies that he uses on his Facebook Live. Do you want to share?
I just pretty much talk about anything that comes to mind. What topic of the day it is. I do a lot of different stuff, whether it comes from, and I don't promote health and wellness products or anything like that, but I love fitness, so I'll do stuff that pertains to fitness. I love business, so I do stuff that pertains to business, and then you'll see me do some things that pertains as far as just life in general. Well, just recording life. One of the easiest ways I could tell anybody how to get content is invest in personal development. What I mean by invest is not necessarily monetizing. I'm not telling you go pay for stuff. I mean like stuff you can do, free stuff like SoundCloud or YouTube or iTunes and stuff like that, and listen to podcasts.
I love podcasts.
With those podcasts or anything like that, if you listen to personal development, a lot of times those things may last anywhere from 30, 45, or even up to an hour. And the way you can do that up if depending on what the subject is, you could be talking about lead generation, it could be talking about mindset, it could be talking about closing, recruiting. They've got several books and stuff like that. What you do is take whatever it is that you kind of absorbed for that time frame and break it down into different categories and different lives. So I mean, this is, I love giving this example. Say for instance, you listen to a replay of a webinar. It could be a replay of a webinar, or you happen to attend somebody else's webinar. People are always, hey, do this webinar, hop on this webinar, or something like that. And it's not stealing content. It's just recycling it in your own manner. Okay. A lot of people feel like, well, I feel like I'm stealing this from them. No, I mean, anything that anybody's taught, they learn from somebody else. So all you're doing is recycling and putting your own spin on it. So it's not a stealing of anything, but you will take that information. Say for instance, they gave you an example. Somebody talked about different ways to grow your Facebook list and monetize it. If they talked about a blog, if they talked about how to hyperlink, if they talked about how long to write, if they talk about how to introduce whatever it is that you have to offer, whatever, all this kind of stuff, you don't have to go and create a 30-minute to an hour live yourself. Break that content up. And what you can do is give people a reason to come back and see the next live. So if I was talking about Facebook and I was talking about, first of all, a catchy title. I want somebody, it's just like a lot of people grab books or they buy stuff based on a title of stuff because they don't know what's inside. But if you get a title that catches their attention, they're easily trying to pick it up and find out. So you can do a live about a title. Then you can come back and do about how to write catchy, snazzy. Use your own type of words to catch attention. Let's say how to write a snazzy title to get more people to open your blog. Now somebody's trying to figure out, oh, they said snazzy. That's different. And
I used Flicky the other day.
So, I mean, you just never know. And then they open it up and then you say your next live could be talking about how to add a hyperlink. Well, tomorrow I'll be talking about, today I talked about hyperlink kind of cover. Tomorrow I'll be covering out how to passively promote your opportunity in your blog. More people want to know, how did I not seem spammy? How can I passively do this? It's kind of easy. So, and you kind of lead them into what you want to. And you can lead them into a product. You can lead them into a service. You can lead them into your blog. You can lead them into whatever you want to from that point on. But grab content from something that you've seen before, heard before, and twist it and turn it into your own and break it down into segments. One webinar or one podcast or anything could give you content for days, if not weeks.
Yeah. Angela, you were going to say?
Yeah, I was going to say I was listening to John C. Maxwell the other day, and he was like, I don't care. People can steal my content. That's fine. That's what it's there for, is to teach other people. He's like, but if you're one of those people that, I don't want to say something that somebody else said, he's like, here's what you do. You say, the first time you say it, you can say, I heard John C. Maxwell say XYZ. And then the next time you say it, you say, I heard some guy tell me once XYZ. And then the third time is yours, is your content. So he was saying that leaders don't care if you recycle their content. That's what it's there for, is to invest, learn, teach. But if you're uncomfortable with that, then you can say the first time that you heard it from so-and-so. Then the next time you heard it from some guy. And then the third time, all of a sudden, it's your content.
Yeah. Lyndon, you're on mute. Mute. Lyndon. I'm going to unmute you. There, go.
Sorry about that. Sorry. I'm going to say one more thing. Now, the purpose. A lot of people don't see the purpose of Facebook Live. They think, and if you're one of those type of people and you're kind of on the wall trying to figure out why actually use Facebook Live when there's so many other ways, I'll explain it a little bit like this. As you're growing your business, you're going to run into a lot of people that begin to ask you the same questions over and over and over. Okay. Now, doing a Facebook Live or doing a YouTube or doing a recording of some sort gives you a way to push those people to your content, or push those people where you're not having to repetitively repeat yourself. So if you do a Facebook Live or you do some sort of recording and you upload it on YouTube, or you have it somewhere else where you can find it, you get a new team member that comes on your team. So how do I do this? Instead of sitting there explaining it, hey, I broke it down on this video for you. Go check this out. It explains it step by step. The next person comes in and asks you the same question. Hey, I did it on this video. It breaks it down to you step by step. And it gives you a way to be able to push people to your content, number one. And then number two, it keeps you having to repeat yourself over and over again. So Facebook Live is one way. Facebook Live is a great way to interact with people to actually do that. So even if and it keeps your content alive. If you got something if you did something months ago, you can go back and find that Facebook Live. You can keep the link, and if somebody puts a comment on that from months ago, it jumps right back up to the top of your feed again, as though you just did it the same day that somebody.
And I'm gonna jump on Lyndon about what he just said, because you're constantly, the goal of being a Facebook marketer is that we constantly have to be adding fresh friends every day, and when that content that is being brought up, that goes to new eyeballs, and sometimes we have to listen to something, 6-7 times before we understand it. And so that gives the person another opportunity to listen and re-engage into something. Michael, I'm going to call Michael out real fast, because I like there's been a couple of times that I've jumped on his Facebook Lives, and he's at the grocery store. And thank you, Apple. At the grocery store talking about organic, non-organic, because he's in the health and wellness industry. And I love his approach. My kids just got home. Mike, what is your strategy? And you can use this like Delena. Okay, Apple, I love you. I train for martial arts. I have a national tournament coming up. I asked for green juice and she's bringing over a donut in front of mom. Mom needs to drop weight. Come on. Anyways, back to the focus. Meaning he has this, and I think that we can all use it and put it into our own industry that we're in. Mike, share, please.
Well, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, hi everybody. And well, my strategy is just basically I'm learning more and more now to brand me. A lot of things that I like to do, I try to incorporate. Just for me, it's just real life. I like, I love to cook. I love to, and I'm in health and wellness. A lot of things that I like to do is really just my natural me. Things that I like to do as far as, going to the grocery store. I love organic food, so I love to just include that in what I'm doing on a day-by-day basis. But now, a lot of what I'm doing now is changing because of number one, my DMO. I'm getting more focused. I know I said that last week, but now more of my attention is going to exactly. I'm figuring out what it is that I'm here, my purpose basically. So I'm excited with that. But that's basically what I do is just do what I love, and now I'm more focused on staying in one area, doing one thing, what I need to do in order to grow my business, so.
That's awesome because so I'll ask this question, have you seen your business grow because of doing Facebook Live? Have people reached out to you?
Yes.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Okay, Miss Kim. Miss Kim, I'm going to call you out because Miss Kim is in the real estate industry. She loves talking about mindset a lot. Now, I want to ask you about Facebook Live and how has it helped your business?
I would say Facebook Live has helped. I haven't done a lot. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. It's just that my kids are talking in the background.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can hear you.
Yep.
Or don't share a screen or no. Sorry. Share my screen?
It's just a policy that I have.
Yeah.
Are you wanting to share your screen? I think I have to give you.
No, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh no, we see you. We see you.
Okay. All right. So what I was gonna say is that Facebook Live, it has helped me. I don't do Facebook Live every day like I used to. I'm starting to get back into it. I noticed that a lot when I didn't have properties under contract. I would just go live, and I would get a lot of views and a lot of people reaching out to me because I was targeting who I was sharing that with. So I actually just shared it to a lot of real estate groups, got a lot of views. So I used it for the purpose of attracting people to the properties that I had under contract. So I'm still doing, like I said, I'm trying to work my way back into doing more, increasing it, just building my audience steadily. But a lot of people did respond when I had something that they actually wanted. Like,
no, that's good, and that's the point. And sometimes, and I'm sure that the ones that go Facebook Live a lot see a pattern of what people like and what they don't like. I had my VA pull every single video Facebook Live that I did and tell me how many views I got. And from that, for the last, I want to say 8 months, since December till now, that people loved when I spoke about faith and purpose. I would get 700-800 views over the time. I'm like, oh, you know what? That's what my audience wants, and that's the direction that I'm now moving in after the 8 months. It took a little while, but I realized that was the pattern. And so, Kathleen, do you want to talk, Kathleen? I think you're probably working. I'm not sure. It's kind of dark. I kind of see you. You're in the shadows. Do you want to say something about Facebook Live, and then we're gonna go on to a different topic.
Hi guys.
Hi. So it's
I don't really want. Latrice. For But Facebook Live, I'm still shy about it, and I know I need to get on there more and more. And me and you will talk about that. But for me, I know Facebook Live is really how you're gonna get audience. You're gonna get more people following you, and then getting your business out there. So for me, I'm still shy, but I know it's the way to go for Facebook Live. So I'm here. I'm in the dark and I'm listening to everybody, but I'm here.
No, I'm glad. And showing up is half the battle.
Exactly.
Showing up
Yes.
is half the challenge. So I was talking to a young kid this weekend, and it was pretty amazing. He goes, "Have you ever written a letter to your biggest challenge?" Here's a teenage kid talking to an adult, right? He goes, "I see your life. You like mindsets," and I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And he goes, "Have you ever talked to your challenge?" He goes, "I won't say fear because you always say I don't like fear. I don't deal with fear." He goes, "But whatever that challenge is, so being shy, that is an obstacle that's holding you back from what it is that you need to accomplish. So you address shyness. Shyness. Well, this is me coming from this point. Whatever it is, I want you guys all to pull one thing that's holding you back right now from doing more. Okay? And when you guys have that one thing that's holding you back from doing more, I want a thumbs up so that I know if everybody has that one thing. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Miss Kim. So Kim Tucky, that's what we're going to call Kim A. We're going to call her Kim Tucky so we can tell the difference between Kim and Kim. So Kim Tucky. Kim Tucky is up at the top and Kim down at the bottom. So everybody got their one challenge? Oh, thank you. Hey, Kat, Matrice, raise your hand. I like that. I didn't even know you could do that on here. Okay, so that one challenge, I want you, write in a few seconds, if you got a piece of paper, write to it why it's there and why it's no longer going to be there. Okay, so like for me, being inconsistent in my scheduling, that's an obstacle. That is not a fear, but it's an obstacle that's keeping me from doing more. So that's what I'm going to address. And so we'll just take a few seconds. Let's do that, and then we'll discuss that so that we can then throw that into the abyss, into a place that we no longer partner with. Because we are here as an accountability group, and as a group, there's ants. Okay, you can write if you want to, don't write. But I love ants and how ants were thrown into a water bucket. What they did together is they locked their little legs apart, and they were able to float. Cool. And as the ones on the end got tired, they climbed on top and it spread out. So they were just rotating and rotating. And hey, Jason, how's it going? And so that is what we are. And those that remove themselves from the group is that they're not connected into the group. Their little legs are not tied in together. Our little hands are not tied in together. So I really want to encourage you that whatever it is that's holding you back, shyness, fear from going to Facebook Live, address it. I was surprised that this 15-year-old kid was telling me that. And I'm like, ooh, you know what? I'm going to have to talk about inconsistency. Not being consistent is going to hold me back, because if content is king, I say consistency is queen. Those two go hand in hand. The content and being consistent. All right, Mr. Walker, would you like to pipe in, because you're a giant. You're a giant.
No, I'm still climbing up that beanstalk right now. But you know what? That is a really you know, about the ants and how they have to connect each other, you know. And I mean, in order for us to really grow, we have to learn how to actually use our strength together, you know, so that we can actually iron sharp as iron. So there are a lot of things that I'm not really that good at, that, like, you know, maybe Angela is, or maybe Bill, he's a Twitter master, and he can give me some tips, you know. And we all have different personalities. We all have different strategies that we all try to master and figure out. But we all come together as a group every single Sunday. It's such a beautiful thing is this wonderful melting pot of elite marketers. So that being said, we were talking about the topic of Facebook Live. And earlier today, like I mentioned, I did a marketing strategy with Ms. Kim Tucky down here. And one thing I was telling her was when I first got started out, I was scared to death to do Facebook Lives. So I gave her a good tip, and I'm going to do this for you guys as well. But this is what I did. I said, hey, look, when I first started out, I had like this big whiteboard. So I had like this big whiteboard, and I pretty much used to write out all the stuff I wanted to say. And I would get the board, I would put it behind like either my phone or my computer or whatever I was using. And I would just kind of read word for word what I was going to say, kind of help me remember, my script, so to speak. And I would do that, and I would pre-record my video. Then I would post it on Facebook because I was too afraid to go live. So if you guys are really that afraid to just go live and, just do it in real time, always just do an actual video and then just pre-record it. The thing is, it's not going to be in the news feed as much. You're going to be in more obscurity because of the fact that Facebook favors live videos. But if you are just really just that clutch with fear, like, cat at the bottom, if shyness is something that you really feel like you're struggling with, that's okay. I did too. I'm pretty sure most of us, we didn't come out the womb like, I'm ready for a Facebook Live video. It didn't happen like that. So it takes time. And and I mean, a lot of people are already doing Facebook Lives like after a week of joining My Lead Sister Pro. It took me 8 months. Wow. What I was telling Kat was, when you first start out, you're going to hate how you look. You're going to hate how you sound. You're going to be uncomfortable, and hardly anyone's going to tune in. Tune in anyway. Show up every single day. And I promise you, people are going to show up. You're going to start getting results. So that's my nugget as far as video marketing and getting started on Facebook Live. What you got, Landon? What you got, man?
Yeah, that's real quick. That's awesome because that is everybody. When I met Joseph, when we sat down and we decided to create this Table Dreams, he goes, I cut and I edit and I edit and I edit, and it takes me like 4 or 5 hours. I'm like, dude, that's a lot of time for a video. But now he just like bam jumps out there. So I'm proud of you. Your growth is amazing. You have a huge following that just loves you because you provide so much value. So thank you, Joseph. Go ahead, Lyndon.
I used to do the same thing Joseph did, pre-record my videos and stuff like that and load them up. And like I said, I started doing Facebook Lives because I actually saw Joseph doing Facebook Lives. He was the first person I started paying attention to when I did it. But here's another idea to help you out to get used to doing Facebook Lives or get you to that point where you may be more comfortable. On Facebook Live, they have several options that you can use. When you go and hit live, there's a button that says only me. Tag it. If you're uncomfortable starting off, tag it and post it as only me. You can go live right then, talk just as though you're doing a Facebook Live to the public and do only me. Talk about what you're going to talk about. Hit your points, hit your keys, hit your bullet points and stuff like that. When you're done, you got 1 or 2 options. Delete it. You can delete it instead of posting it. You can save it, and it's still listed as only me, so you can go back and critique yourself if you want to, which I do not suggest because we are our own, we're our worst critics. I don't suggest that. Or 3, you can just go public. You can change once you post it, you can go back and change that setting from only me to public. You don't have to worry about feeling that pressure of somebody watching you that entire time. The only difference is when you do that, when you're public. When you're only me, you don't get any feedback. So if you're talking about how to provide a solution for somebody, nobody may be able to answer. Somebody may have a question. Can somebody, whoever got that beeping in the background, can you mute your thing? If you got somebody that may want to have a question about something that you may be covering, if you're only me, nobody can see it. But once you put it on public, perhaps if somebody comes back and watch the recording, they can still ask you that question. But like I said, that takes away that pressure of having somebody watch you. Just record it on only me, come back, and then once you posted it, then hit public. Until that point, you like, okay, I'm getting more comfortable in front of my camera. I think I can do this. I believe I can do this. Let's keep it at public this time. And now you're talking straight to the public. And trust me, that heart's going to start palpitating when you see that one pop up at the top of the screen because you got your first visitor, and then 2, and then 3. But it gets to the point then, now you're only thinking about your content and providing value, and you're glad those numbers are going up, and you're waiting for the questions to come in so you begin becoming that private talk.
No, that's awesome. One tip that helps me is that I called my mom. Mom, I'm going Facebook Live. I need you to pop on as soon as you see me. Like, go to my page and go on there. Because one thing that when we are, tell me, the people that are on your Facebook, are they your friends or not your friends? Because you accepted them. You accepted them. You said, yes, you're going to be my friend. Now, all we're doing, this is what Steve and Rachel told me. All you're doing is talking to your friends that you accepted on your Facebook page. And I was like, ooh, oh, you know what? I will start with my mom. Mom, please jump on my Facebook Live. And all I said was, hi, Mom. Love you, Mom. Bye. And I deleted, and that was that. I didn't even post it. I deleted. I didn't even do it. But then this one person told me, he goes, you know what, Sadie, you have such experience and life experience. It's selfish of you if you don't show up live. And I was like, because I profess that I'm a Christian. They're like, you are not doing your job and shedding your life. You don't have to preach the gospel, but you do have to shed the knowledge that you have, because that will make somebody better because they need to hear it from your voice. Just like Joseph has an audience that resonates with his voice, and Lyndon and Jason and Bill, everybody has a voice. And it's the scariest thing is when we have to hear our own voice. That's scary. That's scary. But when you take yourself out of the picture and it's not about you, me, and it's about them, that you will see a difference. You will see people commenting and saying, hey, they'll send you a private message. That is my call to action every single time. Private message me. And then you're like, you know what, Sadie, I needed to hear that today. And that was when I get that the most is when I didn't want to show up. I did not want to show up. And here's another trick that I use. I don't know about these other awesome marketeers, as this one guy called it when I went to GoDaddy to get a domain. And he couldn't say marketer. He kept on calling it marketeer. He goes, marketeers. So us marketeers going in and showing up and giving your best. I do this. Before I go, I hit live. I go, ah! I yell, I jump, I get my energy up, and then bam, I hit it. Go. Let's go live. Because you will throw out a vibration out there that, Brian Finale talks about, and who Dr. Joe Dispenza, you'll throw out an energy that people will be like, hey, what's going on? They will feel it and they will jump on. I've had told people have told me, they're like, hey, Sadie, I wasn't even going to go on Facebook, but I felt like I needed to go, and you were on my feed, and I watched your video, and thank you, because that's what I needed to hear today. So, do you have a routine? Do you do something before you go Facebook Live? Who are my Facebook Livers? Joseph, Lyndon, Jason.
I've got a couple of tips.
Angela, wait, let's pull up Jason. We haven't even talked to Jason. Jason, you want to talk? Hello, Jason? In the background. I know, I see you walking. I hear you. Do you do Facebook Live?
I do.
Hold on.
Well, almost.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Awesome. Sorry, my headphones was messing up. Hello, everybody. It's good to see everybody. Wow, I was just listening to some of the tips. I like your tip about kind of getting that out of your system before you start the live. It is a little unnerving. I have to be honest. Getting back out there and doing the lives, but with the purpose, definitely is a little unnerving a little bit. So you can definitely feel that heart palpitation kind of shoot up, and that first person jumps up there, and I can feel myself like, ooh, I got to actually talk to him now. I don't necessarily have any tips or anything like that. It's more so like I know it has to be done. So for me right now at this point, it's really a matter of let's get it done consistently. Let's do it each and every day at the same time every day. Let's be consistent about what I am doing and not just be up there and creating that habit. Tomorrow, actually, I start my my 90-day run. As part of that is having a daily live, but making sure that I'm showing up each and every day at the exact same time, consistently, and throughout the day as well. I'm inspired by you guys tremendously. Um, so at this point, I'm really just kind of taking it all in. But I actually hope to use some of those tips. Honestly, I think I'll feel better going into it. Kind of getting that out of my system, or even like you said, Lyndon, being able to do it kind of privately first. Sometimes I feel like I had to kind of warm up to it. The first time I do it, like the couple of lives I've done here lately, I feel like the first few minutes were kind of like, ugh. But after a few minutes, I kind of get warmed up a little bit and things start flowing a little better. So kind of doing that privately will probably help out with that. But right now, it's all about consistency. I just really want to get it in every day, no matter if it looks bad, ugly, indifferent, if it's the best content they've ever heard or the worst ever. I just want to make sure I'm doing it every day.
That's awesome. I like the points that you mentioned about doing live with purpose. Now, Lyndon, when my kids were in school, I had at 11 o'clock every day, Sadie Solutions at 11. Right? Lyndon has, I'm not sure now because he's going on with more lives, but he would have Sundays with the Brits. That would be something that I used to love. I knew every Sunday that I could catch him right before I got ready for church. I can get a preview of what church is going to be with Sunday with the Brits.
We're not done with that. We've been out the past couple of Sundays, whether we traveling and doing other stuff, but yeah, breakfast with the Brits.
Breakfast with the Brits, yeah. So coming up with a little catchy, like somebody called me a Facebook Live host. I was like, you know what? I like that title. I'm taking it. I'm throwing it on my bio. That when you host a show, you are now a live host. Live host. And that is something that you can throw on your little bio of yourself that I host a live video at this time, and this time. If you want to show up 3 days a week, show up 3 days a week. But like Jason was talking about, being consistent. Now, we have 10 minutes before the end of our mastermind. So let's, we're going to sound off really quick. One thing you're going to do this week. Oh, Lyndon, go ahead. I want to call you up.
Be a minute. Hey, just remember, you guys, as you're producing your content, the whole objective is not for you to record this. It's not for you to go live for yourself. So once you're done getting your Facebook Live, get your friends to share it. If you don't have a huge audience, get friends or family or somebody to share it. You want to begin to get your content out there. Because if you're the only person seeing your content, you're really not helping anybody. So the objective is start getting traffic, leading people to your content. Once it's recorded, if somebody has a topic that you've covered on the live, hey, I got a Facebook Live on there. Make sure you got access to that link. Say, hey, go check this out. Listen this out. You want to start getting people seeing what it is that you're actually putting out there, all right?
Off of that, it just made me think of another thing. Tell people to share. People need a command. Okay, Joseph was in the military. I was in the military. People need direction. Do this, please. If you found value in what you heard or may know of somebody that this message will resonate with them, please share. You just never know what a person will need to hear or something.
I'll be real fast. But speaking of the military, my son-in-law got called out this morning to help with the hurricane. He's on search and rescues.
We'll be praying for him. We'll be praying for him. Definitely. Safety. All right, we're gonna stop on the. You're breaking in and out, Ange.
All right, a few that got me over here Facebook Live. Black. I got those, and I would.
And you're breaking in and out. Message.
Breaking it out. Okay. I got little Post-its, and I would cover up my face and the number of viewers, and I would write my bullet points on the Post-it note. And so, but the camera, you could still see the camera, and I would just go off that. I wasn't seeing myself, and I could see the number of people viewing. Also, you can like Linda was talking about going live. If you want to, you can do the selected audience and like just go live to us in this group where there's no judgment zone and kind of practice getting yourself but you want to get to the point where you're putting out lives, nervous or not, but that makes you human. Nobody's ever gonna jump on and say you suck. You don't need to do these until you've done 100 of them. I mean, nobody judges, but it's okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna sign up. One thing, Susanna, I'm gonna unmute you. Susanna, one thing that you're going to do this week.
Well, I think I've heard now twice. Bill Johnson might be a good person for me to connect with, especially because I've started to do more in Twitter than I have in Facebook, and maybe he could help me get my head around Periscope.
Awesome.
And, kind of get going with Periscope, and then when I get going with Facebook, I could, import that kind of.
Yeah, definitely Bill's your guy. Bill's definitely your guy. Awesome. I am going to go over to Delina. I'll get it right. Miss D. I want Miss D.
There you go. That works.
Miss D, what do you got? Your one thing for this week.
I'm going to connect with Joseph this week.
Okay.
So he can help me with the computer stuff.
Excellent. He is the computer guy, definitely. Awesome. High five. All right. Miss Kentucky.
Facebook Live. All
right. Woohoo! You have plenty of pros in here, semi-pros, or semi-professional, no. to ask questions. Awesome. High five to you. All right. Angela.
This week, I'm going to work on getting better organized with my time and content, and more time management stuff. I guess you would say, just kind of where you are as far as needing to be like more consistent with different things. So I'm going to really work on the organization part of it. I've got a lot of different projects going on, and I find myself like tiny objects. I'm doing this project, off and go. I forgot.
SOS.
I got to here.
No. All right, awesome. Thank you. High five to you. Joseph.
I'm gonna go Facebook Live every single day this week. I'm going to do a blog post every day, Monday through Friday. So that's 5 blog posts this week. Facebook Live every day, so 7 Facebook Live streams. I want to step up my pace a little faster because I was sprinting really hard around this time last year. And I have slowed down. I gotta admit that. I gotta be honest with myself. I've slowed down. And to me at least. So I'm gonna pick up the pace, and I'm finna charge forward and go hard.
Excellent. High five. Hey. All right, Mr. Fritz.
I am getting everything together, finishing up, getting everything organized for 10-day boot camp starting up. Me and my boy Jay over here. Gonna get it launching and rocking.
Awesome. High five to you, sir. Latrice, Kathleen. What is one thing you're gonna work on this week?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm gonna do a Facebook Live, and I'm definitely gonna reach out to you. So I'm gonna get over my shyness and do one live this week. Promise.
All right, woohoo! Victory! As soon as you, okay, I'll make a note to myself.
Yes.
Okay. All right. High five to you, Mr. Green. Mr. Green. Bringing that green stuff. What is your one thing you're gonna do?
Organization. I want to get more organized. I'm getting better, but I want to get even, I want to do more and get more organized. Following that DMO down to a T. I do Facebook Lives, but I want to also put them over now onto my blog and do more with that, and copy it all over to YouTube as well.
Excellent.
So those are my strategies.
Boom. Miss Kim.
Yeah, I think the time
Where did
management.
she go? Where did she go? Where?
Time management for me as well too. Also a little bit more outsourcing. I'm gonna start outsourcing my phone calls, and I definitely need that today. And then I'm gonna try to do one blog this week. I haven't done any blogs yet, so yeah, that goes.
Yeah, I'm on that one too. All right, thank you. High five to you. Jason, Mom, what is one thing that you're going to be working on?
So this week I will be doing a live each and every day. So that's 7 lives, as well as I have a goal of 5 leads this week.
Awesome, 5 leads. All right, winner, chicken dinner. You said the magic word. No, I'm just kidding. We all want leads. That's the lifeblood to our business. We want those leads. Turn them into prospects. All right, high five to you, Jason. Mr. Bill, Twitter man.
I reached out to my friend Terry on Friday. He's the one that's helping me with the ebook. I wrote the ebook, and he's helping with the capture page and the funnel. And I didn't hear back yet, but he is on the tail end of a move into a new house. So certainly this week, I think it should be ready, or at least very soon. And I called it Unlocking Twitter Secrets: How to Gain a Large Following, Build Strong, Solid Relationships, Get a Ton of Engagement and Interaction on your content, and generate leads for your business, all within a couple of months.
That's
So
awesome. So
very, very excited about that.
Definitely reach out to Susanna. If she's got Susanna, but at the end of this, I want you to reach out. Your homework, Miss Susanna, is to reach out to Bill in the next 15 minutes. And I'm going to put a timer, a 15-minute timer. You need to reach out to him. All right? If he doesn't, reach out to her. Okay? All right. With that, I'm going to unmute everybody. I want everybody, high five team, bring it in. High five each other. And we are awesome.
We're having a meeting. I tell you that Mastermind Sunday meeting.
Hey, everybody, just to let you all know, if you can hear me, if you're looking at this on your desktop, if you look at your screen, there's a record button down there. Of course, we got a Table Dreams YouTube that we created, but you can record these things and keep these for yourself if you hit record on your own computer, by the way. Just FYI.
Oh, you should have said that earlier. I didn't know.
Yeah, we do have a channel. We do have a Facebook channel. I mean, not Facebook, YouTube channel though.
Oh.
Look.
So you can even check out some of our older ones.
Say that you're muted.
Man, all that talking for nothing. No, it's all right. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the chat. Way to be awesome. I have it all written down. I'll drop it in the chat so everybody can hold each other accountable. Until next time, be awesome and show up every single day. Show up. All right, love you guys. Bye.